Imagine a road so wide, so wild, and so demanding, that only one machine dares to roar upon it like thunder cracking through silence. That machine is the Kawasaki CG 1000. This isn't just a motorcycle. This is a declaration, a war cry of torque, steel, and design. The very name CG 1000 doesn't whisper, it howls through the canyons, screams across highways, and pulses in the hearts of riders who refuse to settle for ordinary. This isn't built for Sunday strolls. It's made for domination. When the ignition flares and the engine grumbles awake like a beast from a slumber, you don't just ride, you unleash. From the very first twist of the throttle, you know you're not in control. You're in partnership with something primal. Kawasaki dared to ask, what if we put the soul of a superbike into the body of a street monster? And the CG 1000 is their answer. Packed with a ferocious 1000cc engine, this bike delivers power that doesn't just move you, it hurls you into the horizon. It churns out torque so brutal, it doesn't care if you're on a twisty mountain road or a flat-out stretch of tarmac. It pushes, pulls, and claws its way forward like a missile on fire. With a liquid-cooled, inline-4 configuration, the CG 1000 is a finely tuned weapon. Smooth when cruising, violent when provoked. It doesn't care about your comfort zone. It destroys it. You twist the grip, and suddenly, the world blurs. But power is nothing without control. Kawasaki didn't forget that. They crafted a chassis that hugs the road like a predator stalking prey. The suspension setup is race-born, with fully adjustable front and rear units ready to absorb whatever the road throws. Whether it's potholes or hairpins, it handles it like poetry in motion. ABS comes standard, but it's not just about safety, it's about calculated aggression. Braking is razor-sharp, confident, and instantaneous. The stopping power is as feral as its acceleration. Dual front discs and a beefy rear setup ensure that no matter how fast you go, the CG 1000 always gives you the confidence to stop on a dime, and then attack the next curve. And then there's the styling. Let's talk about presence. This bike doesn't blend in, it breaks necks. With sharp, aggressive lines, a low-slung muscular fuel tank, and an aerodynamic tail section, it looks like it's doing 200 kilometers per hour even when parked. The LED headlight cuts through the night like a blade, and the deep growl from the custom-designed exhaust isn't just sound, it's a warning. It announces your arrival long before you turn the corner. Every inch of this machine oozes attitude. The matte black and metallic green color scheme screams Kawasaki DNA. The alloy wheels, the steel-braided brake lines, the gold-finished front forks, they don't just serve a function. They're a statement. This bike isn't trying to be cool. It redefines what cool means. Inside that digital cockpit, there's no nonsense. A full TFT display gives you real-time data with ruthless precision, gear position, RPM, fuel range, and even lean angle sensors if you're daring enough to tilt the beast. Riding modes. Yes, you can tame the CG 1000 into rain mode when the skies turn gray. Or go full sport mode and feel the raw, unfiltered soul of this bike tear through your bones. It also comes with Kawasaki's traction control and launch assist. This isn't technology for comfort, it's technology for dominance. Designed to keep you alive when the adrenaline starts to drown out reason. And then the price. This is where things get serious. While high-performance bikes often break the bank, Kawasaki CG 1000 enters the battlefield like a king without the royal tax. For a price that undercuts many leader-class monsters, you're getting brutal performance, refined engineering, and style that would make even Italian brands sweat. In markets like Asia, it's rumored to launch at just under $13,000, which is criminally low for what you're getting. This isn't just a bike you buy, it's a bike you fight to get. A machine like this doesn't sit in showrooms long. It disappears the moment someone with guts walks in and signs the deal. Now, let's whisper about the hidden features, the ones Kawasaki didn't shout about in the brochures but hid like buried treasure. First, the quickshifter system. Seamless upshifts and downshifts without touching the clutch, perfect when you're eating tarmac at 9,000 RPM. Then there's the auto blipper, downshift like a racer with a snarl from the engine and a smooth kick from the rear wheel. There's a built-in GPS module embedded inside the AQ, a blessing for smart trackers and even theft alerts. And the AQ is remap ready. With the right tools and a daring spirit, you can push this beast even further. There's also a cleverly integrated under-seat USB-C charger, meant for the modern warrior who rides hard and lives digitally. And perhaps the most surprising hidden gem, the optional stealth mode. It dims the lights, silences the display glow, and turns the CG-1000 into a phantom on two wheels. A hunter in the night. What Kawasaki has done here isn't just engineering. It's a challenge to the industry. The CG-1000 isn't trying to be part of the pack. It's kicking down the gates, grabbing the throne, and declaring itself the alpha. Riders who climb on this machine aren't just taking on roads. They're taking on everything that came before it. They're saying no to compromise, no to moderation, and no to slow.